Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you all so much for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, showcasing Mono Red Goblins in Standard Best of 1 for the newest set, Foundations. Breaking down the deck list in depth, discussing strategies as well as synergies held within, providing you a deeper understanding of the specific playlines that will lead you to victory. Of course, we will demonstrate all of this within our ranked gameplay footage against the variety of meta decks that you'll run into, right? So it's good to be aware of the different strategies for the different matchups, right? So it's going to be a little bit different when you're against an aggro deck and a mid-range and a control deck, so on and so forth. And of course, we'll wrap up with our channel news, deck review, and everything else we can possibly think of. Thank you again all so much. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and well, let's get after it. I'm calling it Godlins because that's how good they are. Goblins, I don't know. It's just proof of my dyslexia. It's a backwards B, but we're here with a 2.2 average mana value supported by 24 land and a 32 creature deck with only 4 non-creatures, which is a little aggressive, right? And looking for my 4 non-creatures, I don't even know what they are, because I'm pretty sure the entire deck is creatures. Oh, our non-creature, sorry, is the Dragon Fodder. It creates 2 creatures, you know, so it's in turn a creature, but aside from that, we are building around Krenko Mob Boss, a 3/3 that can tap to create X 1/1 goblins, where X is the number of goblins that you control. So this is pretty cool, and then we are going to throw in the Enduring Courage with it. For 4 is a 3/3. Now, this isn't a goblin. It is an honorary goblin, if you will. But whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn. So first and foremost, that'll give Krenko haste, so it can enter, immediately tap, and then create all these goblins, which will then gain +2 attack and gain haste. So it's a little bit aggressive here. And if it dies, you'll get to return it to the battlefield as an enchantment. Organically, it's the 3/3 creature, right? So that's kind of what we're working with. And, you know, we get some new goblins, thanks to Foundations here. Not just Krenko, but the Dropkick Bomber for 3 as a 2/3. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. So this is a really nice lord. And it can also give our goblins flying. And when they die or deal combat damage, they're going to self-sacrifice, which is pretty decent because we actually have the Scamp here, right? So we can power the Scamp up with not only the Bomber's ability, but we also have the Hordemaster's ability, right? Goblins get +1/+1, goblins get +1/+1, right? Now the Scamp is a 3/3, maybe a 4/4, who knows? And we put flying on it, it attacks, deals that damage, and then we can, of course, sacrifice it, either with its own ability or the Bomber's ability, so it's pretty cool, right? Sacrificing your other stuff, not great, but if it leads to lethal, that's fine. Aside from that, we want to go wide, right? We want to make a bunch of goblins, as well as power them up. So this is how we're powering them up. We're going to go wide with the Searslicer Goblin, 2 mana, 2/1. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 goblin token, which is pretty decent, right? And Squee, whenever it attacks, it'll create a 1/1 tapped and attacking goblin. So that's how we can go wide to help support Krenko's ability. And then, that, of course, that's going to make a bunch of goblins for us. And the Courage is going to push them up. As you know, previously discussed, our Lords will push them up. We can go wide again with the Dragon Fodder. That's going to make 2 1/1s for 2, which is really good value. And then just playing on 1. You know, it's not just the Scamp, but we have the Firebrand. It has haste. The Lackey also has haste as well as First Strike. Firebrand can tap itself to deal 1 damage to any target, which is actually surprisingly helpful for spot removal. And the Lackey can self-sacrifice to draw a card and create a treasure, which is not great, but pretty decent if you're deadlocked. And specifically if we have the Hordemaster. So it's not just goblins get +1/+1, but whenever it or another goblin we control dies, we get to exile the top card of our library. And if it's a goblin creature card, you may cast that card until the end of your next turn, right? So that's going to give us really decent card advantage as we might be attacking into blockers just to trigger the Searslicer, right? And then that makes a 1/1. They're going to block, and then that's going to give us a draw, and we didn't really lose any value. We've just generated a draw. So that's the deck, Cavern of Souls here. So, naming Goblin, then they can't counter them, and then just our lands. So, again, your main objective is to get the dog out. And then, well, it obviously get some Goblins out. Then get the dog out. Then get Krenko out. And you should be able to win with an immediate tap of Krenko, depending on how many Goblins you have in their life total. But dog before Krenko is rule of thumb. And then just kind of like spam Goblins ahead of time. But more on that as we go through our specific matches today. Again, thank you all so much. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Kick back and relax. Let's play some matches. Going first, 3 lands with 2 1-drops, as well as our Goblin Lord. Let's get early damage in. 1. Oh! First strike is actually quite nice here to defend with. Oh. They're just going to push it up, and I'm not going to be defending any. I take back my inclination to defend here, because I think they would still come out victorious. Like, yeah, the first strike here is great, in theory, until there's a monstrous rage or something, right? So, Did they choose different? No way. I'm the Goblin deck, bro. I hate to play this pre-attack because of what their scamps do. Right? They could take out our Hordemaster. I can't knowingly attack here. If we get this bomber out next turn, push the master, things become a little easier. We could have also just pushed out the 3 toughness Lord instead to dodge the scamp. That might have been our best bet. They are definitely playing Goblins as well. This is beautiful. They This should steal the show. Don't have an attack myself, which is unfortunate because of those scamps defending. It's a bummer, but this is the life we live. And I'm being greedy, not playing the bomber to push up that master. Again, like previously discussed. What a top deck, right? We have to get that mob boss, get the summoning sickness off so it can happen. If we can survive here... Hey, they want to attack. I'm going to let it go through. If we defend, it takes out the Hordemaster. They do get to make a token from the attack. And is there a Monstrous Rage as well? As suspected, as suspected. Okay, but now that's dealt with, right? So we can progress. Oh, they do go to London, though. And they're going to kill my mob boss. Hindsight, I guess I should have defended. Hordemaster survives, and that's our draw engine, and that's okay, though. That's okay, though. Having 5 mana here is fantastic. Is safe from that, and we are going to go in ourselves, I think, right? Hordemaster stays back. It's too important. This is 12 damage if uncontended. I like how they were able to deal with our Krenko Mob Buster. It was super effective, and I wasn't, you know, planning or forecasting it, right? This Fuse Link is actually doing pretty good for itself too, right? Uh-oh. We just go all in. We have to just... one was flying, right? What a good card that is. What a good card that is. Gosh. Flying on your goblins? That's pretty good. Typically, oh, we've got defenders. You wish. That's pretty decent. Nice finisher, too. Is this a new card or a printer? A printer. A reprint. The Dropkick Bomber. New or reprint? Looks like it's kind of from Zendikar. With like the Hydron or whatever that is called on the goblin's head that's upside down. A land. Bingo, bango, bongo. On the draw, keeps 7. 2 lands, some 1-drops, right? Our Lord here as well. Token generator. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like to play against Wardens. No, I don't know. Is it a good card still? Probably. First Strike's not going to get us much on the defense here, so the Scamp's a little bit better. Any target, so they might not attack. There's a good chance that they just play some stuff and tap out, right? Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. The Warden gets really good really quick, right? So, would be problematic. It's a really quick opener here. If they convoke with the Knight, we're done. Right? That's just fast. That's old-fashioned. Third land is nice. Build to 4, that would be... Just get this cycling. And if we could reduce their convocability, that's not... Ooh! Big tough guy. Oh, Bunnycorn here is good too, right? That's problematic. Oh, that's a big boy. 2 big boys, really. I like this. Can't attack into that rattle, dude. This could potentially jump block for us. No attack. They've gone to London. I mean, 9 power in play. Yikes. Sometimes you go get, sometimes you get got. And I think we've been got. Oh! Double trouble. Right, let's stop 6. Block. 4th land is good, but is it going to be too little too late? I'm thinking probably so. And making big money, no whammies, but it's going to be tight. The Warden don't have a big enough problem, never mind the 2 bunnies chilling. That's 17. A third. treating. Take 12. My God. Too much tuna. This is quite a bit of tuna as well, but unfortunately we don't have haste. We could do that on their turn, I guess, eh? But we'll probably defend with the tokens instead. And, we lost our bro that makes tokens. We never had him this game. And good game. Dead in the air. Right? Gordon hits us. We're close, though, right? Like, we're not too far off. Dead because we can't chump block. In theory, if we could keep Krenko up, they didn't have to fly, or we could just keep making more goblins each turn and then have unlimited blockers. But, you know, that flying or evasion gets the job done. Very nice. All right, going first, which is nice. 3-land building into the mob boss. And, you know, some stuff to get us there, which is really cool. I'm going to play Scamp first. And keep the haste on the back end. Ooh, I like the courage. Alright, triple goblins already. Just looking for our 4th land. Nice. Haste in here. No counter spell for you. Don't worry, I have removal. Let's take our swing for 4. Okay, exile on the Scamp. Pretty decent. Is this just a toxic deck, I wonder? 3rd land. Broncodelphia. No attack past turn. Do they have an exile on the courage? Oh, but Bloodletter is dope. They're going for it? Do they do the do? Battle 3, they can't. This is not bad, though. Go for it. Yes, they are courageous goblins. 3, 6, 9, 12. They block 2 of those. They're free. 1 back. Block. The dog can block, actually. We just go home. Because they're going to have to block the dog, block the 1. And then we're still hitting for 12, 13, 14. Not enough. Close. I should keep back blockers, though. I don't want to over. We get the Bronco. That's deadly, right? So as long as they don't hit us with a 1-turn kill. Of course they are. Welcome to the jungle. In 3, 2, 1. No, it's just the Unholy Annex. We are A-okay. They are going to gain life here and deal 4 damage. That's actually a really good combo. Oh man, do I have 5 land? Good game. Good game, dude. Did Goblins just beat like one of the better decks? Isn't this like one of the like world champion decks with the Bloodletter and the Unholy Annex? I think it is. We can play the Bomber and the Firebrand and do Krenko again after which, and Dog's going to trigger on all of them. Oh my god. So I think we mulligan this hand. I mean, I like the scamps. 2-land is cool. But it just feels like there's a gap where I'm now having, like, I'm going to mulligan. Keeping 6. I'll have 1-drops. We have a Lord and a token engine. So I'm going to throw the land. I hope I don't regret that. I don't think I will. Okay, I do. Immediately. It's funny how things work like that. I think the Scamp could be better because if you power it up and then it's got that that death ability, right? Or even, I think maybe we go Searslicer first? I got the art on this too. And is this a, like, this is another new goblin to me personally. Is this a reprint or fresh off the press? Here. Pirates, berries, I don't know. They're tapped out. Let's start making these tokens as soon as possible. Oh, is this any target? No way, Jose. It's a 2-for-1. I've gone to London on principle alone. Dang, dude. That was an interesting playline. Can we have our 3rd land, please? I know I threw it, so you're not going to give it to me, but I'm apologizing ahead of time. I'll land off the top. Batman. Hey, that's good removal. Oh! This is nice too, though, right? Might hold Squee back and go with the, well, they're gonna remove the Lord with the cut down, so we kind of maybe actually want to bait that cut down on something else. But then that takes my attack away for this. Well, no, you could cycle tokens, so what's the point? Because that cut down will definitely hit the Hordemaster, and it should hit Squee instead. I only have 1 in the graveyard so far. Yeah, I mean, this can do some damage too. Maybe they block the token and they're like, oh, I'll get Squee next turn. Or they hit Squee with the Mastermind, which is fine, right? I'm okay with that. And then they take the Slicer with their cut down. That would be, I think, most appropriate. This is best for us, I think. I just lose that token, replace the token. They keep their Mastermind, but we keep our Squee, right? So, you know. And then let's see the cut down on Squee. No attack, interesting. Aced out. I want to play this. Met with immediate removal. Gotta force them to use that cut down. Let's hit 4. 4. This will be 5 potentially. So I can block and take it down. Okay, that's good. That's good. Flash blocks are so hot right now. That's free kill on Squee. Then they also take a token. Tapped out on the turn, but they'll get it later, right? We get the token on end step. They're down to 15. We'll make 2 more. And then let's get rid of this cut down. They're gonna probably attack to draw though. I don't like that a lot. 1 less defender though. I want this cut down before we play our horde. They're really baiting me on it. They're saying, no, play your Hordemaster. I've never seen anyone be so patient. Like, why aren't they taking my Searslicer? What the hell? Man. We just defend? No way. I need one more card in the grave first. We can do on command. I'm gonna do a little fishing. Just a little fashion. Uh-oh. Over here. Let's see if we can hook a fatty. We got one! You've been baited. Reel it in, baby. I still don't want to play this, though, is the thing. Let's just play it, and then we'll keep the goblin. It is what it is, because if I draw that fourth land and I waited, then I'm going to be upset. They might do it now just to limit the draw. Oh. Does this trigger from the grave? It should, right? Because that effect has already passed. I'm pretty certain. Sailor's nice. I like that card quite a bit. It does not trigger from on you. Shame, shame, shame. Well, because the attack phase had already passed, right? Take the draw. No. 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 Don't do it. Why do you keep looking at my Hordemaster? Get your mouse out of here. Oh, okay, and this is kind of like what we wanted to talk about a little bit, right? Do you think they have another blocker? Another flash blocker, I kind of do. Those flyers are so good, and they're going to get a lot of damage. Aye, aye, aye. I think it's another curiosity. And I don't want to attack into 2/4/3s. It was! Yeah, that would have been brutal, right? Flash blockers are so hot right now. Specifically ones that draw on the backside when they attack after. Like, that's good value. Right? Flash block, which is removal. And then you have a 4/3 in play that draws you a bunch of cards. It's like, what a phenomenal card that is, right? Even this is straight up. Quad draw? Dude, go to London. So we're probably hooped at this point. That's too much draw. Right. That's brutal. We need a dog off the top. And also that all to be land, which is unlikely. I think I'm just like in a lot of trouble here. Lose Krenko. Oh, another Hordemaster is not terrible. They still have like quad draw every turn though is the thing. Like I don't know how we could ever keep up with that. Bummer. Third, interesting. That is interesting, isn't it? That's 12. Technically 15 lethal, but then they've got blocks, right? So I don't think we can hold back. I think we just have to go for it, don't we? And say, I'll race you. I know you can draw all the cards you want in the world, but I've got some attacking to do. And this there's like more draws for us too for next turn, right? And maybe we get a 1-drop to play here. I draw the cards now, huh? These come back, but they're not attacking. Oh, that's good. That kills one of their attackers. I wish I had more land. Give me a land, give me a land. No, we played a land. Don't on the sailor, right? Do we hold it up? Do it now. I say hold it. If we come out with a win here, oh my god, that's crazy. Like, we had our backs way against the wall. I felt like Jake Paul. Oh my god. Stop. You guys watching that tonight? No draw, right? I draw, not you. Yes. You protected? Oh, nice. Okay. They've still got tricks. They've still got tricks. Five. With a ninjutsu. Whoa.
I've trained for situation.
Into a double draw. With a siren back out to block. Or is it a cut down on a Hordemaster? Would be far worse. Cut down on the Hordemaster might help them get a win. Oh no, it could be both. At the very least, it's an edict or go for the throat. Stun counters out, nice. That's helpful. 6th land. It's gotta be the bomber. We going bombing, baby. Yeah. Two mana up. They didn't play the Siren, which means there's something else. Should have played this in case it was an Edict. And then we got a better target to sacrifice. Why didn't I not do that? No! Oh. Gonna get our Hordemaster, right? Makes sense. Good clean field, though. And we just need 2 Firebrands off the top, please. Double stamps on that. Right. Stop the attack. I think we're actually in a good spot here now. Well navigated. Well navigated. Good game, homie. Thank you for the match. That was fantastic. On the draw, no turn 1. That's a mulligan. No turn 1's a mulligan. Land out, scamp out. Like sun's out, guns out. Land out, scamp out. Oh. Just go to London about it. The curve out. We get a Krenko or a dog on 4. Don't be a control deck. What an absolute Chadelphia thing to do. Playing against mono white control sucks. Oh my god, asking you shall receive. But again, you know, it's the perfect hand against a control deck. Probably not going to be good enough. Whoa. Get lost, bro. What? Hybrid build? That means they don't have much more removal. We're just chilling. A third get lost, I would lose my mind. Oh, a lot of removal. That's a bummer. No way, dude. At a certain point, you just get offended, right? It's like, you have got to give it a break. How many removal spells do you even run? You know, there's other cards in your deck. Oh, you've got more. Of course I've got more, they say. The hell? Isn't that ridiculous? I've seen some things in my day, but that is just too much. Let's just raise. I can't handle any more of this. I mean, I don't mind. Come back. Nah. The world. Oh, so that is a play line. Like the Doogie. Doogie Howser can stay. They're probably just going to exile it anyways. Hate my life, but for now, we'll take the bat out. Make a 1/1 for now. You get an attack, which is nice stuff. Very nice. Really? Double block Adelphia? Take Jeffy out of the game. In their turn, make it better. Just need a Krenko off the top. Another! Dude, your draw has been insane. What is the Evangelist doing in this deck? It's so, like... Their draw's insane, HGG. How about yours? How about your draw, dude? Are you attacking here? Draw what you need, it's easy. No way! What? Are you insane? What the hell? What a world. Interesting. Really expecting the double block there. They've got the Fountain Port, which is quite good for the longevity of the match. They're going to top deck their 5th Get Lost, I was thinking. It may as well be. It may as well be. Impressive. Really, really impressive. Incredible. Of course you do. Of course you do. I'm so tilted right now, it's not even funny. Of course I do. My lord, this game is too much. Sometimes it just says, you know what, you're not winning today. Well, actually, we've won plenty today. But, not winning this match. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. How are you not just drawing more land? Like, I have fewer lands in my deck than most, and here we are. Oh my god. Too much. Too much tuna. Oh, it's another top deck you have here. What an absolute circus. I mean, I don't expect just another land. Good game. Oh my god. That's gonna go in the defeat column, I guess. Well, alrighty then. Let's get after it. What's up, homie? Yeah, Firebrand was a little fucker. Remember the chain whirler? Nice one too. It's a good hit still. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What a banger. Mono Red Goblins actually getting the job done. A few things I'd like to discuss while I was building the deck. I think that potentially there is an artifact variant here. Now, I don't know if that will be better or not. It needs testing. But that's going to give us access to the Gleeful Demolition, the Frenzied, the Fuseling. Whenever another artifact is put into the graveyard, it gets an oil counter, right? So we have Gleeful Demolition, the Fuseling, and also the other Krenko, Baron of Tin Street, right? Whenever you have an artifact put into the graveyard, pay 1, create a goblin, right? So we can see a couple goblin cards with artifact synergy, right? And then the Red Cap Thief is a goblin that can make a treasure when it enters, which is that artifact that we're looking. We have the Lackey on the front end already in deck to make the treasure. So I just wanted to mention that because it's very much something that I was considering while building the deck. Now, does it take away from its consistency? Maybe we don't, and then that's where we're going to want to test the two against each other. Other cards that I was considering for the build here: Burst Lightning, new removal that you could throw any target. The kicker is not bad. But then I went and looked at maybe some more competitive Pioneer Goblin decks, and they weren't running any removal, just straight up goblins. So I adopted that for this build, and here we are. We already talked a little bit about some of the other goblins. The Frenzied Goblin is a nice 1-drop, and we can pay 1 to have something not be able to block, which is pretty decent. But we can pay 1 for evasion on the Bomber, which is basically the same thing. But it comes with the Lord, which I think might be better. So, this doesn't really make the cut. But again, I want to mention it because we were talking about it while we were building the deck originally. Goblin Surprise can make 2 goblins, which is nice. He can also push up the team, which is pretty decent. We don't mind that. The Banner, this can actually go in any of the Lord decks, actually. I forgot it in the Elf deck. I don't know if we'd put it in there or not. But it could go here as well, potentially, if you wanted it. It's nice, and I think it would go in because you play it for 3 and then can immediately tap it for 1. So it's like it only costs 2 and it's a Lord effect. So, I think the Banner could just trim lands, cut some lands and put the Banner in. Honestly, that could be the next step here. I actually really like that. And that's another artifact for the artifact variant. So you see, this is why we want to review the deck after we played it. And then just, because there's always going to be somewhere else to go with it. The Dweller, a little expensive for 4. That's fine and all. This is my 4-drops. This is where we're maxing out. So this just doesn't compete with that. Goblin Negotiation is decent, but, again, we're not running removal. This is better because it generates stuff, but if we can't tap goblins for mana, I don't know if we're... It's a pretty low curve deck, so I don't know if X is going to be equal to anything. We talked about the Fusing. Double Strike on the Ruiner is really good. This is, one of the better goblins that we're not running. The Smuggler can have something not block. It's a 2/2 with haste, but 3 mana is a little expensive, but it's not terrible. We talked about Tin Street. We talked about the Thief removal through the Frenzy. I've seen some goblins running this. Painter Studio in the Deface Gallery. Card advantage for 3, but then also pushing up the team. That's fine and dandy. I just don't think it's good enough. I'd rather run the Banner or the Dog or just... I don't know. I don't... Not going to bite. And then Crawling Barrens for a land, but... we like the red. We have all these 1-drops, so I don't know if we can necessarily swing that menu. And then the Pickaxe been mentioned. Well, You know, another really cheap card to create a treasure. And now that would be great for us in that artifact variant because it's making treasures. It is a treasure and it powers up the team quite cheaply, right? So that would be maybe something that we could progress with. Well, if I maybe just drop that. And yeah, so that's the deck. This is the Goblins. And, you know, Mono Red gets a bad rap. It doesn't have to be like that. You can actually have a lot of fun with it and still play the color here. No, nothing against that other deck. It's just, it's so good. It's easy to get frustrated with. So definitely recently we've been kind of just focused here about having fun, you know, more so than winning all the matches, being first place, just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. More or less just kind of being creative and experimenting, right? It's a new set. There's a ton of new cards. Do we really need to just be playing Atraxa over and over again, or, you know, like whatever it happens to be, last year's crutch? I get it. Wild cards and you don't have the new cards yet. I get it. I get it. There's an alternative argument there, but you know, it's just for myself personally, it's fun to play with something new, right? So cheers. I hope you enjoy and like to play with something new as well. Often another one for you tomorrow. Kind of been enjoying the tribal decks recently. We did the elves, we did the goblins. What do we have? Like maybe zombies and skeletons to do. Mere folk we could do. Humans is pretty straightforward. That one's kind of been abused recently, but humans potentially. Probably not elementals. I don't know. We'll find some more tribal decks to do. Definitely mere folks I think we could visit. And humans potential, and skeletons and zombies. Because I seen the Baron got a reprint, so that's pretty cool too. If you have any ideas for the next deck, hit me up in the comments below. Thank you so much. Have a magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next.